Welcome, folks, to Let's Play Alter Ego, the Female Edition. With me this time, I have...
I'm PhoenixTsukino. Hi!
Right. So, make sure I... No. There we go. I did enter the correct command line in DOSBox. So, please enter your name. I'll do that for you. Phoenix... I don't know if it's going to fit or not. So, no. Hey, it does fit. Alright. PhoenixTsukino. Alright, so this is the first part. We need to personality development profile you. We could let the computer select it. We could let the computer select it and then edit it. Or we could load a previous game. But we're going to select our own personality. And you will notice a little beep that plays every time I enter in a command. I will probably try to answer these questions honestly. These are true or false questions, so you need to come up with an answer. Will you answer the questions honestly? You need to give an answer.
Oh. I can't see anything.
Well, no, I'm reading out these things to you.
Oh, well, you didn't read me anything.
I will probably try and answer these questions honestly.
Oh, no, I thought you were asking. Okay, yes.
Good. I am likely to speak whatever comes to mind.
What was that again?
I am likely to speak whatever comes to mind.
No. Nobody needs to know what comes to my mind sometimes.
Yeah, most of the time, actually. I am a light sleeper who stirs at even the slightest sound.
Without sleeping pills, yes.
Alright. True. Revenge is sweet.
No.
You are no fun.
I'm just smart.
I often feel slow, tired, and down in the dumps.
No. Tired, yes, but that's a whole different reason.
Stein Eric does. An important part of every job is knowing whom to impress.
I would like the answer to be no, but it's true.
Yeah, it is. I am fascinated by car accidents and other disastrous scenes.
That depends. I'm gonna go with no. Natural disasters look way cooler.
Alright. The people who know me best like me as a person.
Yes.
That's true. We all like you as a person.
Yay.
I am extremely sensitive to criticism.
Well, see, that depends on the criticism. Is it being constructive?
You suck.
Well, it does, because I'm not bothered by constructive criticism, but direct, then when it's like just being plain mean, yeah, I am.
Okay, true. I get nervous performing in front of people, even when the task is something I know by heart.
Oh, yes.
Really? You know, like, the internet is watching. I have, like, over 1,500 subscribers. You've got over 1,000 combined.
Well, that's fine, 'cause I can't see them and they can't see me.
Ah, I see.
So when I do, like, presentations, I always pray to God I can do a PowerPoint, so that they can look at the PowerPoint, not me.
The people around me seem happier than I do.
No.
Alright. I often get the urge to touch walls on which wet paint signs are hung.
No.
You don't?
No. Kinda icky. I don't want paint on me.
Yeah, I really don't want paint on me either, actually. When I am ill, I become short-tempered and snap at people.
Yes.
On important matters, I usually follow my parents' advice, even when I disagree with it.
No.
Good. It is possible that we live in a world where people can watch our every move. Wow, and this was made in the 80s before the Patriot Act. Scary.
Yes. Like those people at college that sent out those laptops that had secret webcams that the school could turn on whenever they wanted to keep an eye on quote-unquote theft. I was like, really? Yeah, that's why you did it. That's to watch your students undress.
I wonder where I could get a gig like that. Anyway, when I am in a quiet place, I get the urge to scream.
No. I like the quiet. It changes pace, actually, around here.
It's okay to tell a white lie if it is guaranteed to bring personal gain.
No, because if it doesn't bring the other person any gain, then it's still a lie.
So
That's
you went through a lot of job interviews, didn't you? A lot
in my opinion,
of
the definition
job.
of white lie is that a white lie is something you tell not to hurt somebody else. So if it's just for your own gain, then it's not a white lie. It's just a lie.
Well, it's not just for your whatever. It is. It is.
You should state that. It can't just half-ass the statement.
Yeah, whatever. All that will do is make you more honest, so that's good. It is often pointless to try to discuss problems with other people.
What kind of problem? What kind of...
I don't know. You have emotional problems. You're distressed. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. I am easily embarrassed. Don't make me have to give you a demonstration of this.
It would depend.
On what?
I don't know. It just does. Like, what it was.
On what was?
I don't know. I guess not.
Okay.
It had something pretty extreme.
Alright. Children should be seen and not heard.
Lies. No.
I don't know.
I've been told it before by a family member, and I was like, you're a douche.
Well, yeah, but I think the important thing to remember is that neither of us are children anymore, so it becomes more and more attractive.
When I was 13, I was like, you're...
Really? Seriously?
Yes. I was like, you're such a dick, alright? How about you be seen and not heard, you racist moron?
I find it difficult to break the ice in conversations with people I barely know. Obviously not.
Well, face-to-face, yes. The internet makes it easier.
My parents were strict disciplinarians.
No.
You can usually judge a person by first impressions.
I guess yes.
You can, but they're very inaccurate.
Yeah.
One way of getting people to treat you fairly is to take an aggressive stance and make them win you over.
No. That is...
You went through a lot of job interviews. I think that...
literally, no, it's my psychology going into work. That would actually do the opposite.
Yeah, well.
You would scare them off.
Yes, okay, an assertive personality is better for problem solving than aggressive. What's your point?
My point is that I was right.
Well, okay, we already have one aggressive person. Stein Eric is punching people in his game right now, so this is good. I think that... Alright, I think that questions like this are stupid and meaningless.
Yes.
Begin game. So we're going to start... We could start at old age, middle adulthood, adulthood, young adulthood, adolescence, or childhood, but we're going to start at birth and infancy. Welcome to Birth and Infancy. I must be the author of my own salvation. We will now engage in trust versus mistrust. Oh, sorry. You are in a warm, dark, comfortable place. This has been your place since you became aware that you are alive. It's almost time to enter a different world now. You can select an action. You can stay in a little longer, come out fighting, or come out peacefully.
I think I'll come out peacefully.
All
just
right.
because I know what's going on. I'll give my mom a break.
What a nice baby. Are you sure you're ready for this? It can get pretty hectic out there. I'll give you one more chance to try to stay a little while longer. Would you like to? Yes or no?
No. I don't want to stay in the womb anymore, thank you. Just say I'm in the womb, for God's sakes. It
That's
just sounds like more creepy if you just sit there, the dark, warm place. It's creepy. It's the womb. Damn it.
they're trying to paint word pictures that the baby would see at this point. So a baby wouldn't really know what a womb is, per se. That's the spirit. You are an easy delivery. Your mom and dad took special classes to help you. Go out there and give 'em heck. You're still too young to swear.
It doesn't really say that?
Yes.
Wow.
Happy birthday, and welcome to the world. From now on, life will begin to change rapidly. You will have to learn to accept responsibility, build up your resources, and manage yourself physically and emotionally.
Sounds like it sucks.
The events that transpire over the course of the next few days include your rich aunt Martha places a $500 bond in trust for you. You get $500. You are the most beautiful baby in the maternity ward. Okay. Are babies more or less beautiful than other babies?
Sometimes,
Really?
actually.
Well, sometimes. But unless they're
You work at Walmart.
disfigured,
Actually, I don't know about that.
And everyone takes your picture. Your grandmother buys you ballet slippers and a violin for you to use in a year or so, when every baby begins to practice ballet and play the violin. Alright, so now I get to start to choose events for you. A woman walks into a room holding a blanket and a bottle with warm white liquid. Select a mood, angry or happy.
Happy.
Select an action, cry or coo.
Coo.
As your mom walks towards you, she notices that you are smiling happily in the crib. Just as she steps into the room, the doorbell rings. She assumes that, because you are smiling, you are in no great need of attention. She lays the bottle in the crib and runs off to answer the door. You are patient or impatient. Obviously impatient.
Yes. What a bitch. You don't just walk home and leave your kid. You're about to feed him. What bullshit is that?
What nerve stood up for some door-to-door salesperson, or possibly a Mormon? You let out a couple of test cries. There is no response. You gear up for a long ear-splitting yelp, and let it fly. Your mother returns, the insurance man panics, and everyone is happier. Your mom appreciates your helping her out of a jam.
I am also.
You don't have many skills yet. True enough. As a matter of fact, life is pretty boring. You can be restless/irritable, or quiet.
Quiet.
You can sleep, look around, or cry.
Look around.
Alright. You look around and see a large blur about 11 inches from your eye. Every once in a while, it moves. Hey, wait a minute. Just as you had that thought, It moved again! You can keep looking or lose interest.
Keep looking.
Congratulations! You found your hand! This may not seem like much of a big discovery, but it is. You will have to learn how to control your hands as part of childhood development. When you are an adolescent, controlling the hands of others will become important too.
Oh my lord. You found your hand. Congratulations. Thanks.
Level up!
Woo!
Dun, dun, dun,
It's
dun,
like real
dun,
life.
dun,
Good, you
dun.
found your hand. It's just that amazing. I can see my hand. It's my hand. And I know it's my hand. Awesome.
Lying on your stomach, in the crib, you notice an interesting object. An interesting object, a arm's distance away. It has a round shape at the top and a ring on the bottom. You can be angry/frustrated, determined, or neutral.
Determined. I want it.
You can grasp for object, cry, or ignore object.
Grasp for object.
You're a bit more, self-supporting than Stein Eric was when he just cried for everything. You have the fighting spirit of your Aunt Martha, the one who gave you $500. You sneak and crawl on your belly like a kitten trying to catch an unsuspecting mouse. You reach your destination, grasp the rattle confidently, and drool on it in victory.
Yay.
Intellectual sphere shows a marked increase. This is the one period in your life where drooling on something in victory will make you more intelligent.
Yay.
You can shake the rattle, keep drooling on it, or emit a pleasurable yell.
Yell.
This stimulates vocal cords and language centers in your brain. Good language skills are essential to development. Intellectual sphere increases. If no one is looking, give a little yell for yourself for choosing this option. Go on. Did you do it? Yes, you did. Yes or no? Yes, you did. Good. I just gave you some extra social points for being a good sport.
This game is weird.
Yeah, it's not really normal. You are lying on a soft, furry blanket on the floor of a big room. You are on your back, staring at shadows and sometimes creep across the ceiling. Every so often, Mom or Dad passes by and makes a funny face. Your hands grope in all directions, and your feet pat the floor gently, almost out of your control. You can be happy, sad, or mad.
Happy?
You can roll to your side, you can make an O shape with your mouth, or you can cry.
For the hell of it, O shape.
You pucker your cheeks in and out and take short, quick breaths. The skin on your face feels alternatively tight and loose. A person walks by and twirls their fingers at you. You can turn towards the person, or move your face back and forth.
Turn toward them.
You are too young to keep that person in view for a long time. Whoever it is, he moves past in a blur.
Okay.
Fail! You are lying down in your crib and are greeted by a noisy neighbor who has a child just your age. The neighbor says, "My, look at that funny little nose." She turns to your mother and adds, "Don't worry, dear, I hear the noses are the last thing to look truly human." She picks you up. You can be angry/vengeful or passive.
Angry. How dare you?
You can angrily fall asleep, you can cry, or you can collect a mouthful of drool.
Mouthful of drool.
Everyone chooses these options. A nice puddle of saliva has formed on the inside of your mouth. You can open your mouth and drool on the neighbor, or drool someplace else.
On the neighbor.
Of course. Splash! A gooey stream showers your neighbor's face and hands, while you give her a glassy-eyed smile. She places you back in the crib and excuses herself. You're a troublemaker.
Calling my nose ugly.
Not ugly, subhuman.
I think that's the definition of ugly when it comes to human beings. If your nose looks subhuman.
I don't know, could be. You are lying down in the crib while your mom and dad are speaking in the other room. You hear their voices, deep and muffled, from beyond the door. Why aren't they paying attention to you? You can be happy or sad.
Sad.
Oh, poor little pumpkin. You can sleep or make noises.
Make noises.
You begin to cry. This alarms your parents, and it is a negative way of attracting attention. Daddy comes in holding a bottle of warm milk, which satisfies you. Temporarily. You have just awakened from a nice long nap. Your mom comes in the room and wants to hold you. You can be cranky, sleepy, or happy.
Happy.
You can cry, do nothing, or smile.
Smile.
This is a great way to make a new mom feel good. Your consideration earns you points in many spheres. You will find that, as life progresses, pleasing mother becomes harder and harder. In a few years, it will take doing chores and going to the store. Before you know it, she'll want you to become a doctor or a lawyer. Enjoy your infancy while you can. Your mom picks you up so that your face touches her face. You can move your mouth or be still.
Move my mouth.
You just gave your first kiss! This
Yay!
may not seem like a very big deal to you, but it is very important to your mother. The bad part is that now you will have to repeat this act until your entire family becomes aware of your new talent. You can avoid kissing overly affectionate relatives by dribbling on them at just the right moment. It's time to go to Aunt Lucy's house. It's chilly outside, and you need to be dressed in a coverall type suit. You can be angry or playful.
Playful.
You can go limp, resist, or cooperate.
Cooperate.
Wow. You're just interested in pleasing everybody, aren't you? This is gonna be no fun at all. What a good baby. Your mother has...
Rule the neighbor.
Okay, but everyone does that. Your mother has very little trouble getting you into your suit. By the way, I think that your actions in the previous episode kind of contradict your whole revenge is not sweet attitude. But, moving on. Your grandmother holds you while your mom gets dressed. You can give her a great big smile, spit up on her, or ignore her.
Smile.
You don't want to spit up on your grandmother?
Well, let's see. Depends on the grandmother.
Maternal?
Then smile.
Oh, okay, paternal.
Which one?
I don't know. The other one. Pick one. Pick the one you like least.
Okay, then I'll spit up on that one.
Okay, spit up on them. Grandma says, "What, has your mother been feeding you, you poor thing? I'll bet it was that terrible Frankenfurter puree you had for lunch." She gets a warm cloth and washes your face. You have to be taken out of your suit to be cleaned. You can be angry or playful.
Angry.
You can go limp, resist, or cooperate.
Go limp.
You hate this suit, which is a cross between a straitjacket and a sausage wrapping. To make matters worse, your mother is attempting to put your foot through the pant leg without taking your shoe off. You hit upon the perfect solution. You let your body go limp and you drop to the table like a 30-pound sack of potatoes. All your limbs go into the suit, but none come out. Mom is frustrated and hands you over to Grandma. You can cooperate for Grandma, or keep giving everyone a hard time.
Keep giving everyone a hard time. You just put me in this stupid thing. They took me out, put me back on it.
Well, it's because you spit up on your grandmother. I mean, that wasn't a very smart move, really. Persisting to act like a little brat is not a very wise choice. How do you expect to motivate Grandma to spoil you if you are not willing to make your mom look foolish in front of her? Would you like to give in now, or make everyone even angrier with you? Give in, or push your luck?
Give in. I want to be spoiled.
I don't know. Stein-Erik pushed his luck, and, sure you don't want to follow his path? He is a great man.
He was punching people.
He was punching people. He was punching babies, actually. Which kind of makes him a bit of a douche. I mean, even I don't go around punching babies. But whatever. Testing the limits isn't always so terrible, and this may have been a good time to find out how tolerant everyone can be when you get into one of these moods. You get into your little suit and are carried out to the car. You suffer no serious long or short-term consequences. You are quietly playing with your mother's pocketbook. She's not around. Look, it opens up so easily. You can be inquisitive or devilish.
Inquisitive.
You can look, but don't touch. Or you can look, touch, and empty.
Look, touch, and empty.
Look, touch, and empty, alright. Gonna find yourself some credit cards? You pluck out some of the more interesting looking items, tasting one or two as you go along. They're definitely not for eating. You know Mom will be pleased with how nice you will look after you put some of her lipstick on.
Yay.
Nice.
Mommy, think I'm pretty.
You are exploring the playpen and are feeling very lively. Like a ballerina, you grab hold of the playpen bars and lift your legs up onto the railing. And bark. Determined or daring?
Be what and what?
Determined or daring?
Determined.
You can let go of the playpen, or you can take some steps.
Take some steps.
You are showing signs of early confidence, mixed with just the right amount of risk-taking. Success comes easily and naturally as you take a leisurely but wobbly stroll to the other side of the crib. Which way to the Joffrey? Mom and Dad are entertaining some friends, while you are minding your own business, sitting quietly in a corner of the room. Suddenly, a man with a big nose and a shiny head puts his face right up to yours and says something in a loud voice. You can be angry, terrified, or calm.
Calm.
You can scream in a loud voice, hit the man on the nose, or do nothing.
Hit the man on the nose.
You probably won't be able to do that with your mood choice. You have made an inappropriate response, so you can change your mood or change your action.
I guess I'll just sit there.
Alright. This is not a very sensible response. Most people would have been very startled at this. Either way, you have nerves of steel. Or you are not focusing in on a potentially hazardous situation in the world around you. Please be more careful. Alright,
He might have been Santa.
yeah, he might have been, but he wasn't. I'm gonna move up to the top here, so we can get some questions that Stein-Erik didn't get. Because the male and female versions are pretty similar when you're a baby. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna suddenly jump up in age according to these questions. Mom and Dad have taken the family to the beach. Dad has fallen asleep on the blanket, and Mom is body surfing on the waves. You are playing with a bucket and shovel. Ooh, I need to stop the recording and restart it again. We can make this decision after I do that.
Okay.